Your brain adapts to happiness too fast. Here's how to slow it down. Have you ever felt really happy, but just for a second, and then it just kind of slipped away? Like maybe you hit a goal, but by the end of the week, it's like your brain forgot that you were happy. Psychologists actually have a name for this. It's called the hedonic treadmill. It means that your brain adapts to good things really fast. And that makes long-lasting happiness kind of tricky. But there is good news. There are ways to feel genuinely happy for longer. In this video, we'll be learning together about the 6 gentle and science-backed habits that helped create real emotional well-being. And we're gonna use color psychology to anchor each one. Let's start with habit number 1. How yellow can help you practice gratitude and see more good in your life. So yellow is of course a very cheerful color, but studies show that it actually increases dopamine, which is the happy chemical in our brain. In fact, a study in 2016 found that participants surrounded by yellow objects showed a 23% increase in positive memory recall, which is pretty amazing for just one color. Okay, so let's try this. Every morning for the next week, sit by a sunny window or surround yourself with yellow objects such as a yellow notebook or yellow flowers. And while you do, list 3 things that you're grateful for. So over time, this will pair the feeling of light and joy that yellow brings with the mental habit of gratitude. Now, gratitude works best when it's specific. So what that means is don't just say, for example, I'm grateful for my family, right? Say, I'm thankful for how my sister made me laugh yesterday. Comment below what's one thing that's yellow in your room right now. Okay, I'm really curious if you're surrounding yourself with yellow. Okay, now moving on to habit number 2. Green energy. Move your body, heal your mind, and feel more alive. Green. So green is actually the most restful color for your eyes and for your nervous system. A study in Frontiers in Psychology showed that walking in green spaces for just 15 minutes lowers your cortisol levels. That's a stress hormone by up to 30%. That is a lot. Now, if you cannot get outside, even indoor plants will have this effect, or green wall art. It can also create what psychologists call a biophilic calm. Okay, let's try this. Stretch near a green pillow or maybe on a green yoga mat and do breathing exercises looking at the color green. I mean, it could just be a plant that's in front of you. You can even use a green phone background like a wallpaper to look at during breaks. Here's a little emotional intelligence insight. Green builds emotional regulation. So the more calm your environment, the easier it will be for you to pause before an emotional reaction, which definitely helps in life. Okay, so comment below, what's your favorite green space? Is it inside your house or is it outside? Moving on to our habit number 3. Strengthen your relationships with the power of orange. Build a supportive life. Orange is warm and it's emotionally open. It's the color of campfires where people gather together and chat, cozy dinners, and deep talks. Orange can actually increase verbal expression and reduce social anxiety in shared spaces, which is definitely a helpful find for many of us. Okay, so you can try this. Put something orange in the middle of the table. It could be orange flowers, an orange mug, maybe like an orange cloth in your living room. So basically, talk to someone while being in a warm orange space. I mean, even if it's virtual. Zoom call, for example, wear an orange sweater. It signals warmth and friendliness. So the fastest way to feel connected is active listening, right? And orange actually puts your brain in a more open and less defensive state. Wearing an orange sweater will even help you be a more active listener. So type an orange heart if you have some orange in your living room or in your kitchen. Let's go with the habit number 4. Blue for purpose, setting gentle goals that make you feel fulfilled. Use blue when planning your future. So as it turns out, blue is the color of clarity, focus, and logic. And in one experiment, students exposed to blue environments performed 31% better on problem-solving tasks. So you can definitely use blue to your advantage. For example, try using a blue pen or blue notebook when writing out your goals, and journal in a soft blue light, or maybe in a blue room, because blue actually slows your heart rate and helps your prefrontal cortex, your brain's decision center, work more efficiently. Blue is definitely perfect for setting those future goals. Tell me, do you feel a little bit calmer or smarter in blue rooms? Let me know in the comments. Now moving on, let's get to our habit number 5. Purple for self-awareness. Use meditation to connect with who you truly are. Purple is tied to imagination and spiritual insight. So it's definitely no surprise purple was often used in temples for centuries. So a recent study found that purple light increased brainwave activity that's associated with calm meditative states. It actually increased it by over 18%, so quite a bit. Try this. Use purple in your space, especially in places where you want to be more creative and want to get more in touch with your inner self. So maybe a purple blanket. You can also have lavender in your bedroom, or paint your bedroom lavender color. You can use purple pillows or purple wall art. So self-awareness is the first pillar of emotional intelligence. And purple basically makes you slow down, just enough to actually hear your own thoughts. And here's a fun fact. In surveys, purple color lovers actually score higher on intuition-based questions and empathy-based decision-making. Do you use purple in your self-care routine? Let me know, yes or no. Okay, now let's look at our habit number 6. Protect your energy with black and white. Boundaries that keep you strong and calm. Black and white, boundaries and mental clarity. All right, so black and white, they're not really colors, but in color psychology, they're kind of psychological resets. White helps your brain feel kind of spacious, and black adds a sense of control and structure. In design psychology, minimal black and white spaces improve cognitive focus by 21% compared to cluttered and colorful rooms. So let's try this. Use black and white in your office space or in your workspace. For example, a white notebook and a strong black item on your desk, like a black mug or a black pen. These simple visual cues will remind your brain it's time to lock in. So of course, boundaries start in your space. A room that reflects order helps your brain practice order emotionally as well. Do you like the combo of black and white? And do you use it in your space? Let me know in the comments. I would love to know if this resonates with you guys and what speaks to you. And if you're curious what your favorite color says about your personality, there's a whole video on that waiting for you right here. It might actually explain more than you think. Thank you so much for being with me today, and I'll see you in the next one.